YouTube? What's up? Fuel Up 727 back at you with another video. Sorry it took so long to get it out. Just had a busy weekend, having fun, enjoying it, having some nice days if you can tell. Sunny, not raining. It's been raining the entire week, so finally got a good day. So today we're going to do a how to drive a stick, because the lovely Firebird is a stick. Alright, so there's a couple things you need to know about driving a stick. First thing is you have a gas pedal, a brake pedal, and a clutch. It's just one more pedal added on after the brake, so it's to the left side. The other thing is that you have a stick, hence the name. This is where you change the gears. You go from first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth if you have it, and reverse. And there's also the cool factor. The cool factor is the most important thing it's the most important thing. That's just it. So I'm gonna show you guys the pedals setup, and then I'm gonna go over shifting and how to shift and where to shift, preferably. Okay, so to better represent this, it's in neutral. In neutral, side to side is neutral. So what you do is press your foot on the clutch, and you'd always prefer to have your foot on the brake, just like that. Put it in first. Now I have a diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverses down. Sometimes reverse is in a different spot for some vehicles. So watch how I lift my foot off the clutch. Alright. Now watch my RPM gauge as I let my foot off the clutch. It'll start to bog and idle will go down. And once you put the pedal back to the floor, the idle will raise back up. So that is called clutch engagement. So your clutch is hitting the flywheel, therefore it's catching, which means you are actually moving, or you can move. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm still in first, so I'm gonna go ahead, let off the clutch, and I'm gonna give it some gas to rev match, and preferably you want your brake pedal down, or your e-brake, and then that's that. So once you give it gas and you're in that engagement zone where your RPM start to bog down, you can let off the clutch, but you have to give it some gas too. And I know I may not be explaining this well, but I'm trying my best. So let me just go ahead and turn. Alright, now I'm going to try and go into second for you guys. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm hitting the gas. I put my foot in on the clutch. I shift. I ease the clutch out until it catches, and then I give it gas. So pretty much the only time you have to give it gas, like a considerable amount, is first gear is when you usually would need the most gas or the most amount of concentration to shift. So that was shifting from first to second, and I know I'm only showing one view at a time, but it's really not too bad. The only way to truly learn how to drive a stick is to get in one. You just have to get in it and try it, and if you fail, you can always start it back up. Killing a stick car, it's not a big deal. In the old days, in a carbureted engine that was a stick, you pretty much would have to try and crank it because it could flood whenever it just falls flat on its face. But with fuel injection cars these days, it's not too much of a problem if you kill it. You pretty much just put your foot in on the clutch, make sure your shifter's in neutral, and then foot on the brake and crank it. So another thing is, if let's say you kill it and you're on a hill, or your battery's dead and you're on a hill, just put it in gear, first or second. I would usually do first if I was in this situation, but you'd let off the clutch, let off the brake, go down the hill, and what that is doing is you're attaching the clutch to the flywheel, so it will spin the transmission, it'll spin the drive shaft, it'll spin the engine, basically, is what you're wanting. So rolling down there will actually turn the flywheel, which is turning the starter, which is then basically starting your engine. It's a jump start. And that's how you get out of a sticky situation if like your battery or anything dies. So burning up a clutch is when you're, sorry, putting in neutral. Burning up a clutch is basically having the clutch engaged for a long amount of time, or slipping, which is when your foot's not off the clutch, but it's also not depressing the clutch pedal all the way. It's in that engagement zone, and you're just pretty much spinning that clutch against that flywheel, but not at the same speed. So the flywheel speed is actually creating friction with the clutch, causing the clutch to burn up and the flywheel to get score marks or burn marks. So that's a no-no. That usually, with new people driving sticks, is the case, that they burn the clutch up. I don't know about the clutch in this car. It shifts fine, the pedal's fine. It drives really good, to be honest. But with a newer car, you'd have to put more effort into burning it, because of the technology these days and everything else. They're better engineered and more engineered for comfort with the shifting and everything like that. But alright guys, that's it for this video. So make sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment below if this was helpful, or if you have anything else you want me to put on the channel with the Firebird or the Dodge. Excuse me, but I have a Instagram. It's at FuelUp727. I also have a Facebook page for the channel. It's FuelUp727. I challenge you guys to get me to 50 subscribers. I'm thinking I'm at 43 right now, before April 13th, which is when the track opens up and I can take the truck out there and see what time it finally does. Now, if I hit 50 subscribers, I'll make another video saying, I'll do what you comment below. So if I reach 50 subscribers and you comment what you want me to do, I'll pick one. So make sure you comment what you want me to do when I hit 50 subscribers. Just put 50 subs and then write what you want me to do in the comments. So hopefully the truck does better than 14s, but I'm gonna leave you guys on that note. Remember to thumbs up, subscribe, comment, 50 subscribers. Remember that. I challenge you. Fuel Up out.